My name is Philip Howard, and I think to fix the challenges facing our country, we're going to have to start over. The goal of Start Over is to build a public support for a fundamental overhaul of our government, not to change its goals, but to make it work so that we can meet our goals. What's happened is, for the best of intentions, law and bureaucracy have piled up decade after decade, like sediment in the harbor, till no one can get where they want to go. If you're a governor and you come into office and you've got a terrible budget deficit, what do? Over 75% of the budget is cast in legal concrete, of mandates accumulated over decades. Not one word of that can be changed without a majority vote of the legislature, and every one of those laws is surrounded by an army of special interests. Go to playgrounds. There's nothing left in a playground for a kid over the age of 5. There are no seesaws, there are no merry-go-rounds, there are no high slides, nothing that would interest a child of that age because everybody's scared they might get sued. Billions are squandered in unnecessary defensive medicine because doctors go through the day with a little lawyer on their shoulders whispering in their ear, that patient might sue me someday, I better order some extra tests. Another one is we have a very good law that takes care of special needs children, special education law. But it's evolved over the years so that now 20% of the total K-12 budget in this country goes for special education. Less than half of 1% goes to gifted children. I don't think anybody who passed that law back in the 1970s would think that makes any sense. And yet, that's the way it's evolved. We need a democracy that meets today's needs, not the needs of the 1930s or the 1970s. So we want you to actually begin to look at the problems of our society in a different way. Look at why it is that the people supposedly in charge are powerless, whether it's the teacher in the classroom or the governor in the State House, to do their jobs. And then we want to get your point of view. Do you think the solutions that people are proposing here make sense? Tell us. Do you have stories about your own frustrations and about why things don't work? Do you have ideas about how to make things work better? Get involved. And if you believe as strongly as we do that we need a fundamental overhaul of our government to make it address our current goals, then we hope that you will join with us and hundreds of thousands of other Americans